This is your favorite CRM guy. In here, I want to show us how we can restrict duplicate data in a particular or in any entity, really. So right now, I am on the marketing list entity. The whole concept of marketing list is to create a group of people we want to reach out to. Basically, we'll be under members, and it could be a static or a dynamic list. With all this being set up for your marketing lists, you can create a campaign or a quick campaign. The whole concept of this video is to show us that we cannot create duplicate record for the same entity, and currently we are on campaign. So in this scenario, the campaign activities has been generated and it has been sent out, and one way or the other we've been receiving campaign responses. So far, campaign responses were coming from the individuals we sent this campaign activities to, or we could manually create a campaign response. So in this scenario, we want to manually create a campaign response for the same customer or the same record under the campaign response. So I'll go to the related and open up this view for me to see a particular customer that I can replicate and get that same get the same error that will restrict us from creating duplicate data for this record. So I'm going to call these test restrict duplicate. Use an existing customer called Fee that I have here. It populates all these details for us. I can select the channel, case may be, and when I click on save, I get a pop-up that tells us this cannot be created because this is a duplicate error. So this is a custom message that we have written using what we call plugins itself. So I'm going to click on the OK part. So I'll be going straight into how this was achieved. Basically, we're using a plugin, a message creates on the primary entity campaign response, and also we are using all this is registered on the pre-validation pipeline, event pipeline, and the execution mode is synchronous. That's why we're able to get the pop-up and the error showing up for us. And the code making this work is this plugin here. Basically, we're getting the information that we need to access the plugin properties and methods, and we are checking the context, right? Checking the input parameters, ensuring the value target is not empty, that we're speaking to an actual entity here. Then we will get the entity target, and we're also checking the plugin message, ensuring that we're on the create message, and we're getting some of the data we need to do the check. Most definitely email and company name are one of the things, are two data points we are using for the check here. And we're doing a query expression after we ensure that the related campaign is not empty. So this will not run for all campaign responses. So in a scenario where we have a campaign responses that does not have a related campaign, then it's not going to run. It's not going to be, it's not going to run this part, the if block here. So in a scenario where this campaign response contains a campaign, then, or is stemming from a campaign, then what we are doing is to get all the campaign response and check that whatever input we've added, right, does not exist. And we're using email for the check, for person or contact or an individual, and we're using company name for an account. So in a scenario where this value contains is not empty, we add it to the condition expression. In a scenario where the company name also is not empty, we add it to the condition expression itself. And once we retrieve a value greater than 0, if the count is greater than 0, we throw an error, knowing that the record already exists. We don't need to create a new one itself. So what are the possible reasons why we might go through the code way. One of the possible reasons could be that the duplicate detection settings or the duplicate detection rule won't stop us from creating a duplicate record in the system. Another way is using alternate key in a scenario where we combine one or more fields to create a composite key that stops or restricts individuals from creating multiple or duplicate records in the system. In a scenario where both are not available for you to use, then we can write a custom logic using plugin on the pre-operation on the pre-validation to make this work. If you have any question on the best practices and best way to achieve these, then you can drop it in the comment section. I will surely reply you. Thank you very much.